Got Megan up next, and never met Megan, but get ready to meet Megan right now. Bring Megan in the house. Megan, good to see you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
When did you become a point guard? Take us back to the point guard days.
Oh, wow. Well, I've always been short, so probably...
So that kind of led to your direct position?
Yeah, that kind of was like, you're right there, you have to go.
I've been there myself. I know how it is.
Center's not really... It's kind of hard to compete with my height.
How did you get better over the years? What did you do to keep getting better and better at playing that? That's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Very tough position.
It's a hard one to learn, but I played AAU since second grade all the way till like halfway through my freshman year. So I just had time to develop, and I've learned from people who are better than me, and I've gone to training and camps.
Who'd you train with? Who'd you work with?
And towards the end of my AAU days, I worked with Kenny Carter a lot, and actually the Hausers introduced me to him, and he's excellent in terms of skills and ball handling and just the fundamentals of basketball. And then when I was younger, I would go to sports camps and Wes Miller camp.
Wes Miller?
Yes.
Wow, yeah. The old UNCG coach.
Yeah, I went to those since I
was younger. As a young lady, were you kind of attracted going toward these camps and the men coaches in charge because they helped you out, or did you go to some of the girls' camps and stuff too?
I was mainly at all the guys' camps, and it was my friend and kid Catherine and I. We were pretty much the only two girls, and we just kind of held our own and tried our best to compete. Sometimes it was hard. As we got older, they were bigger and stronger, but it worked out somehow.
How do you overcome sometimes if you're smaller? How do you overcome the tough defenses and the opposition the other team throws at you? Because they'll come at you hard and say, I think we can break this girl down. How do you keep from getting broke down out there?
You definitely have to learn how to shoot quick and pull up.
Good points.
Driving is not the easiest, so you have to drive and let the defense come and penetrate, and you got to kick it out, which is what I love, just kicking it out. And some people open in the lane, some people open on the three. It just depends. Quick passes, can't really hold the ball for too long because it's kind of hard to see over the defenders depending on how much taller they are, so you just got to get the ball out quick, keep moving. So
you're trying to beat those presses at all? You dribble, or you mainly beating that press and pass?
Press is the passing game. It's easier, quick passes, especially a zone, middle, opposite, wide open layup.
What's your favorite shot in the game?
Probably the three ball.
Like that three-point shot? Did that work good for you this year?
It worked better than I thought it would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so? Kind of give me an idea.
I just had a lot more confidence in my shot this year. And we had a new point guard, Olivia Eller, and she kind of came in as a point guard and
so she took
Trey.
that spot, allowed you to shift over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was nervous at first because I've never really been forced into a two-point spot. I've always been the one. And the first few games, it took me a while to get used to it, but once I really got into the rhythm of it, I really enjoyed it.
I think the big point you brought up earlier too, and I found it to be true myself, trying to survive out there some over the years, is quick release. You get the ball up quick. Sometimes those defenders don't realize. As soon as you get it, you're set. Boom, ball gone. Too late to block the shot.
Yeah, that's been really helpful, especially when they're coming at you. Because when they're jumping, I learned to get my arc a little bit higher than normal. Also because of my height. So I have to be able to, when they're jumping out, I have to be able to get it higher and over them.
Set us up, takes to the free throw line. I mean, nobody's on you then. Everything's set. You're by yourself. You got maybe 2-3 dribbles for your routine you do, shooting those free throws. Take us there. How does that work for you? Good free throw shooter?
I like to think so. Sometimes I miss it, but I'm not perfect.
What percentage do you think you're working out of, you think? Any idea?
Oh, I don't know. I don't get into the line a lot because I'm not laying the ball up a lot. When I penetrate, I'm just passing it off. But probably 60, 70%.
I think about 70%. I think that's pretty good range there. Pretty good range. Again, take us back. How many years you've been playing now?
Ever since I can remember, but on a team I played in kindergarten at the Y with Kid Catherine. Again, we were the only two girls playing.
That was you and who?
In kindergarten with Kid Catherine.
Oh, back in kindergarten. Gotcha.
That's my first ever team, and then it's been ever since.
Did you play on that middle school team with Hannah? That had to be fun back then.
Yeah.
But you were a live wire back then, being small. You probably were all over that
I was all over the place.
How about defense? Are you a good defensive player?
I'm not the best on our team. Katie Reese is a phenomenal defender, one of the best I've ever seen. But I can hold my own sometimes. But a few games I would be on like the 6-foot girls. I'm like, okay.
You covered the 6-foot girl.
Because like we would switch on screens, and I'd be like, what am I doing? Like I can't. I put my hands up, nothing works.
I was back playing middle school. I was telling on the basketball broadcast, the guy last week talking about defense. Back when I was a younger middle school player, played decent defense. So one game, the coach put me like on this 6'11" guy. I said, Coach, I wonder if this might be the wrong move here. Sometimes things are good, but sometimes we got to be realistic about these things too. What would you say is the strongest asset of your game?
My ability to see the floor in my passing game, I would say.
How about if we had to kind of kick the old assist number down? The assist ratio is pretty good for you. Do a lot of assists this year, I bet.
Yeah, a lot. I love assists. If I'm like in a slump during the game, I get one beautiful assist, like I'm out of it, I'm ready to go. I had some sloppy turnovers, some bad passes, not pump faking enough, or not knowing where the defender is, and then just coming behind me and stealing it. But I think that my assist to pass ratio is pretty good.
Got to be making you mad when you just throw the ball out of bounds and nobody touches the ball.
I did that in the Burlington school game. We were down 3 with I think like 30 seconds to go, and we ran a play out of bounds, and I missed right where Hannah was going, and threw it right out of bounds.
Sometimes it's all about time. Until you thought the player was going to be a certain spot, they move a different way. People don't realize how important that is. What's your favorite pass?
Oh, probably either the play blue that we run, it's the back door, and that back door pass, and I love it, or just a fast break, bounce pass from half court to an open man.
So you like the bounce pass?
I love the half court bounce pass. I don't know why, but I love it.
And do you like to throw that long bounce pass, long covering the floor?
Yeah, like come half court, hits about the free throw line, bounces it up perfectly.
How do you over the years, how do you get that right? I mean, that takes some time, and there's a lot involved in that. Yeah.
I got it one day, and I just it took me a while to get it because it'd be short or it'd be too far ahead or behind, but one day it clicked and it's never stopped.
And we went back to the assists. What's probably been your biggest assist game, maybe in one game this year? Any idea there? Do you track those numbers?
I don't track them. I don't really keep up with it. And maybe 10 probably one game. I don't know.
It's not too bad.
When I'm not shooting well, I stop and I just go for my assist.
How about scoring-wise? What's been your? I saw some box scores, maybe around 10, 12 points in some games.
Probably 10, 12. With Hannah out, I was forced to step up and score more. So I was probably averaging more like 14 or something instead, but I'm normally around the 8 to 10 range.
Are you making those off layups or jump shots?
A lot of those are jump shots.
And some of the three-point shots too? Yeah. When Hannah goes out, you lost to Peyton earlier too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden you're a senior going, what's happening next?
Yeah.
You had to make sure have you had any injuries yourself?
Yeah, I had a sprained MCL, and then at Salem Baptist, I think about 2 weeks ago, I sprained my ankle pretty badly.
But you stayed in?
Yep, gotta wrap it, adrenaline kick in, and just go.
Yeah, keep going. Who's your doctor that you go to for all these different problems?
Steve Lucy, I go to a lot, but he was actually out of town when I went, so I went to McKinley, Dr. McKinley.
Are they with which group are they with?
Greensboro Orthopedic, I think.
I think you're right. I want you to say so I didn't get it wrong. If you get it wrong, we're okay because they'll take the kid. It's okay the kid to get it wrong. If I get it wrong, I'm out the door and gone. Favorite class at Caldwell? I mean, the academics, you got to be going to school. So you're playing basketball, but you're not a full-time athlete. How about this academic work? What's your favorite class? What do you like?
This year, history, probably my favorite.
Who's the teacher? We got to give the teacher a shout out too.
Gianna Kalicek, Peyton's mom, actually.
Oh, she's the teacher.
Yeah, I love her. She's awesome. And I really enjoy calc. I'm not very good at it, but I learned a lot. And it's really interesting, and it's I look at a problem, I know how to do that, and before I was I could never do this.
It's like a little problem-solving thing. It's like basketball. How do we get through this defense? And those classes kind of carry over to what you do on the court. You go to college next year?
I plan on it.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know yet.
Still up for grabs?
Still up, yep.
You've got like a big bucket with a bunch of different names in it. You're going to draw one out and decide where you're going to go?
If it comes down to that, I will.
Who's on that bucket list right now?
Sanford in Birmingham, Alabama. The King's College in New York City. And then Appalachian.
Appalachian would be nice, staying close to home. You like the snow, like the mountains?
I like the snow, like the cold.
Yeah?
So I'm up for it, but we'll see.
Like to ski, those type things too? Good deal, good deal. Other sports than basketball, you play any other sports over there?
I started playing soccer last year for the first time ever. I'm terrible.
Okay.
But I earned it.
You're honest.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I love the team.
I think that was kind of good though as far as conditioning goes. Help get you ready for basketball too. You girls have a very good soccer team over there. A good soccer team.
We do. We lost states last year. Hoping that we'll make it this year.
I know you got a good volleyball team. I know that for a fact. Because they came by one Thursday and I had the volleyball team in here. How about Mr. Bozarov? Know that? Talk about that fellow for us. He's your athletic director. What do you know about him?
Yeah. He's awesome. He loves his sports, loves his teams.
You get good support from?
Yeah, he's great at supporting.
Do the boys basketball players support the girls? I know I go to all these games. I'm always studying. This is kind of a psychological study. Do you get good support from the boys basketball team?
Yeah, our boys team is awesome. They come to a few games. I'm the only fans there, and you can only hear them in the gym. It's really hard. And there's only, the seniors, there's only I think 6 or 7 of them, but they've come to every game. And actually today, the majority of our boys and our boys team, they showed up at the game when the tip-off was.
Yeah.
They're like, let's go Eagles. We were all kind of surprised.
To have them there at 10, that feels pretty good.
It was awesome.
Hard to get a big crowd at 10 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, especially in Raleigh with school going on.
Yeah. How about, what was that for, you were at North Raleigh Christian, right?
Yes.
What was that facility like? Good?
It was nice, yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Nice
what was that Davidson Day team like? They're pretty good, too.
They were good. I hope they win.
Yeah. It's always good to see the team that knocked you out going to win the whole thing. If that can happen, that'd be good.
They're strong.
What made that team so strong?
They have more height than us. They're more in shape than us. They're stronger than us.
So those are things that Coach Stewart's got to work on for the future.
Yep. Yeah.
What makes Coach Stewart such a good coach?
He loves the game so much, and he knows what he's doing. I've had coaches in the past who are kind of unsure about the call, but he knows the right play to call, and Trey's been awesome helping him too. They work very well together. They're on the same wavelength all the time. I'll look at them, and Trey and I will be like, let's run this play, and we're both thinking at the same time.
Yeah, it's always good to run the same wavelength, because if one coach wants to run one thing, another guy wants to run another, they got to fight each other out, so much you got to run before you get back in the game and get the play going. Need split-second call.
They did a great job switching up defenses and then keeping the other team guessing, and when Olivia and I couldn't figure out exactly what defense the other team was in, because sometimes it's a little weird, they helped us and calmed us down. They've just been great. I'm going to miss them next year for sure.
If you were playing defense, do you rather play man or rather play zone? How about you?
I'm a zone kind of girl.
Do you move well in the zone?
Yeah, I like the zone more.
Like a little double team, trapping action on that corner on the sideline too, get that going?
Because it's more like I know I'm supposed to be, I have to be at that spot every time, and versus like a man.
What zones do you run?
We run a 1-2-2.
That's you out front?
I'm actually on the side, on the elbow.
Okay.
2-3, 3-2, 1-3-1, 2-2-1 trap, and then a 2-2-1 press.
When did you start? I asked Hannah about this. When did you see the light go off in your head, realizing I can do something with this game of basketball? This could be my game. When did it all start to come together for you?
Probably middle school when we played together in 7th grade. We went undefeated for the first time in history, which is really an awesome experience.
Here's all these crazy questions, but how does that equate or kind of go in line with what you did last year, 23 wins, this year 20 wins? How does that middle school season kind of equate to these past 2 years?
We were young, but I think it gave us confidence and just the ability to understand that we have the capacity to compete with other teams, and that if we come together, we can do what we can put our mind to.
What would you say is the best basketball day of your life? Best day of basketball? You may have scored 20 points. You may have scored 2 points, but you felt good about that day. Maybe a great team day. Just a big day for you.
I'm a really hard critic of myself, so there's never a game that I'm like, oh, I played really well. I'm always too many passes, didn't get back on D fast enough, too many turnovers, not shooting the ball well, lack of possession. But I think my favorite game of the year, if I had to pick one, would probably be the Burlington Christian game at home, where we were down. I hit the 3 to tie it up, and with like 30 seconds to go, so that was a really fun game.
And even though some of these games your girls lost, when you play with only 5 girls, to win a game like that, that's got to be really, that's some kind of personal satisfaction there.
It was really hard to see Peyton go down, especially his senior year, and she was right in front of me, and I looked at her, and I just saw her, and I was like, man, I knew it. Just by like look on her face, and I could just see the pain in it. And then it was a tough one to lose, and then Hannah got hurt with a concussion. We lost Ty for a few games. I was injured. Like, it was a lot to overcome, but we all stepped up. Different people, Kate May stepped up. Katie Reese stepped up. I stepped up in certain ways. Olivia stepped up, but we all figured it out, came together, and we ultimately did a lot better tone we thought we would.
Anybody can you give a shout out to tonight that maybe didn't have a chance to come out here tonight, or maybe he is here tonight? Some shout outs to some of your friends and players on this team?
No one in particular, the entire team. We all worked hard in practice. We all got better. We all put each other to our best. So I don't want to point out anyone in particular, because I think that we all
team effort.
Deserve, it's a team effort.
What's the team motto or the team chant you guys yell before you hit the court? Is there a certain phrase you guys use or something like that?
Towards the end of the season, it became all in. And just give 100%, especially with Payne going down. You never know when your last game could be. And we had the majority of the team was seniors, so we were like all in. You never know when it could end, and now it's over. So.
What do you do next?
Soccer season.
Oh yeah, starting.
Yep.
Do you start practice very soon?
We started practice on Tuesday, but I didn't do anything. I had a game, and then I practiced today, and we just keep pushing until.
Did you go to? You didn't go to the practice?
I did. Yeah, I was tired.
That's a good one there, man. You had a basketball game at 10, went to soccer practice this afternoon. You're dedicated.
It hit me halfway through. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it kind of felt good to get outside today, probably with the nice weather.
Yeah, it was really nice.
How dry was that field? Was that field pretty wet or pretty dry for you?
It was wet in certain spots, but the drive was pretty dry.
These are some crazy questions. Where's the field at Caldwell? Is it on the same side of the street as the school building, or on the other side of the road where the baseball area is?
You have to cross the street.
Yeah, it's on top of that hill, isn't it?
It's really nice facility. They did a great job on it.
Who's your soccer coach over there?
John Quindillo.
And
he's new, but he's done well. He's
expecting
awesome.
some good things.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How many goals are you going to score this year, you think? Will you be a goal scorer, or are you going to?
I don't really play, honestly. I'm kind of left bench kind of girl.
But you're on the team.
Yeah.
Are you a defender or more of an attacker?
I'm a defender.
But you like the game.
I love it. A lot more than I thought I would.
What is the plan for the future for Meghan Speckman? What do you plan to do? We'll hear about Meghan Speckman maybe 10. What will we be hearing about you 10 years from now? Where will you be? What will we be hearing about you?
I don't know. Hopefully a job that I love.
What do you like to do?
I like to do a lot, so it's hard to narrow it down. But I'm thinking right now business, so I can do so much with that, and I can switch it around. Maybe sports management or marketing, something, because I love sports, and it's been such a big part of my life for so long.
Where do you go to college? Any idea?
No idea.
Still, you said Appalachian was one.
Yeah,
Sanford. I paid attention. Sanford, Appalachian. There was one other school.
And the King's College in New York.
King's College in New York. That's one of the good. That was a multi-word college, so I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
As far as the future goes, what do you wish for Caldwell Academy?
For the basketball program with success. They're losing a lot of seniors, so I just hope that, I believe that we can pull them together and put it in shape and continue the winning legacy that we have. So I'm excited to come back and see how the team looks.
You leave it out. We're closing out probably this. What would you tell Coach Stewart as you shut things down? Your basketball career ended this morning with the loss to Davidson Day, but your future is good. Your future is bright. What do you tell Coach Stewart as you leave out of here?
Buy a new pair of shoes every game because he loves to stomp. Plenty of water before the game because he's a yeller.
If you get dehydrated, right?
For Trey, just try not to fall in practice or anything. Keep those long speeches, inspirational speeches going. They're helpful.
And all has been good at Caldwell for Meghan Speckman's basketball career?
It has. It's been a blast.
Meghan, good to meet you.
Thank you.
Continued success and work hard on that soccer field. We expect to see at least one goal scored by you this year.
I hope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night tonight.